First question is from Bobby for Fit. What are some definitive ways to know that I'm gaining muscle and not fat?
Oh, this is a good question. This could
Strength.
This could be very challenging when you're, especially if you're somebody that is challenged with going on a bulk, right? It's like, what if I'm gaining body fat? Adam said it, strength. Here's the thing with strength. I love strength because it's objective. You're moving more weight. However, you can also get stronger simply because your calories are up.
That's right.
And sometimes higher body fat percentage contributes to more strength. I notice for myself, my squats go up when I'm a little heavier with just body fat as well. So it's not perfect, but strength number one. Number two, body fat tests. Body fat tests are the most accurate. They're not 100% accurate. There's nothing that's 100% accurate, but they're the most accurate way of seeing if you've gained or lost lean body mass or fat mass.
I also think too, visually, I mean, I feel like you look like, let's say you've been training and you've been dieting with the scales not really moving much. This is why I like to take a photo like every week or every other week. So
but there's a strategy there, right?
Yeah.
You take it at the same time.
That's right. And so it'd be, Friday morning before I eat, always the same time. And it's there is because mentally you mess with yourself. If you look in the mirror every day, you need to have something that you can look and you can like compare to, right? So if I look at a photo of me on Friday and then 3 weeks later, and let's say the scale is not moved, I've been training my ass off. Maybe I haven't seen much strength gains. I know I've been dieting and I'm following what I'm supposed to. I'm not sure. And then I look at a picture and I'm like, oh, okay. I definitely look better this Friday than I did 2 Fridays ago. I'm probably heading in the right direction.
Yeah, now I like what you said about a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Here's the problem I've seen with people doing this. They'll take an everyday picture.
Yeah, that's not
And
cool.
there's, especially if you're starting out.
Too much fluctuation.
Yeah, especially if you start out lean. This used to screw me up.
Yeah.
Because I would start out lean and I'd say, okay, I'm going to gain now. And initially when you gain, you're eating more, you hold more water. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining body fat. But it wasn't. It was just a little bit more water.
Body fat's a little difficult, though, because the most accessible one, you're going to get those scales where it's like they do, the bioelectric impedance. But really the most accurate you have your water displacement, your air displacement, so like your bod pod or the dunk tank, which is great. You just dunk on
That's what it's called when Justin goes in there.
Dunking.
The dunk tank. Watch out.
Exactly
all the water's out of the tank. We put his butt in there.
Yeah. You got to schedule it. I mean, like once a month really is, I think that's plenty.
No, it is. So it depends on the person, right? So if I have somebody who is like overly critical or hung up, like I'll stretch the time out, right? If you have a better relationship with this, I can every week I'll do it. Like, so I for myself go every week. If I have a client who is like really, really tough on themselves, negative, they don't feel like they see that, I might stretch them as much as 4 weeks. So
especially if they're not like, the leaner you are, the more frequent you probably want to test, right? So if you're starting out,
if you're getting towards the end,
like with Adam, for example, when he used to compete, right, you'd hit the stage at 2% or 3% body fat. You would want to when you're gaining from there, you probably want to check a little faster because
that's right.
You gain 1% or 2 fast.
Yeah,
that lean. If you're at 15%, you're a guy, once every 3 weeks. Here's the deal. The dunk can be kind of difficult because you have to pay. You got to go somewhere, have them come to your house.
There's a technique to it too.
There is. I like calipers because calipers can be relatively consistent. Here's the challenge. Have the same person test you each time. Do it the same day, the same time. And then don't freak out over a 0.5% difference because user error, when they're pinching your skin or whatever.
How many coaches you think though have manipulated that just a bit so it made their client feel better?
Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's just it. That's why I kind of throw that one out.
I know, and not only that,
that's such a good point. Dude.
Also water too, like because they're pinching, so there's a lot of water gets in there. If you had like a bunch of water the day before, or had a bunch of sodium, you might be holding more water, which will throw that off a little bit.
That's why you got to look at trends and give yourself some time.
Yeah,
but if you combine pictures, body fat test, and strength, I think the combination of those 3 metrics are probably
give you a good perspective.
They're going to give you the best one.
I think the main thing to take from this too is you got to be patient. People expect like this, I've been doing this. I'm like, you've been doing it for 3 weeks. What did you think? What the fuck did you think it was going to look like in 3 weeks? And you don't want drastic change in 3 weeks' time. It should be very slow and gradual if you want it to be long-term success, right? Otherwise, it's going to happen really quick. It's going to come back on really quick too.